Hello, music enthusiasts. Today we're going to look into the fascinating history of the modern drum set and its central component of all types of music. And let's look at how the drum set has evolved significantly from the early forms to its current state. Now, as we have learned on this channel, the history of the drum set dates back to the prehistoric era.
And for thousands of years people have utilized percussion instruments in ceremonies, rituals, and entertainment as part of their culture.
Yes, we have definitely learned that. However, the concept of the drum set as we know it today started to take shape in the late 19th and early 20th centuries.
In the late 1800s, drummers began experimenting with combining multiple percussion instruments into a single setup.
Yes, and during this time, the drummers would use the double drumming technique with just the bass and snare. Now remember, the foot pedal was not invented yet, so this technique came off the heels of the marching band. And this innovation was driven by the need for smaller orchestras and bands to have versatile percussion sounds without hiring multiple musicians. I guess even back then the music execs were always trying to find ways to cut back. Early kick drum pedals made their appearance around 1988 that included a striker that could hit the cymbal attached to the kick drum hoop. This kind of allowed drummers to be more versatile and play more drums. However, the pedal had no spring mechanisms, returning the beater to the resting position. And because the drummer had to manually depress, then recoil the beater, it was an exhausting, repetitive motion. But then came a great invention. In 1909, Theobald and William F. Ludwig added a spring, which allowed the drummer to play longer and faster, and it also allowed them to use multiple percussions using their hands and feet. Hi-hats from the 1920s featured a pedal mechanism similar to kick drum pedals with cymbals attached that would clang together. It was similar to the modern hi-hat, except it was kept very low on the ground, never intended to be hit with sticks, hence the name lowboy. The drum set saw a revolution during the jazz era in the 1920s. The arrangement was refined by jazz drummers such as Gene Krupa and Baby Dodds, who added cymbals, bass, snare, and tom-tom drums. The big band and swing eras of the 1930s and 1940s saw the drum set take center stage in the rhythm section. Drummers like Buddy Rich and JoJo Jones emphasized the power of the drum set as they popularized the methods and approaches. This is how more cymbals and tom-toms were added as the arrangements developed. The popular music was altered by the development of rock and roll in the 1950s and 1960s. Now, in order to produce a louder, more dynamic sound, drummers like Keith Moon of The Who and Ringo Starr of The Beatles added additional drums and cymbals to the drum set. This period cemented the place of the drum set in contemporary music. Considerable technological progress was made in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. Electronic drum kits evolved. And although they came with a wide range of sounds and effects, improvements to the manufacturing processes, materials, and drum hardware have increased the acoustic drum set's longevity and sonic quality. The modern drum sets are incredibly adaptable instruments that are employed in a wide range of musical styles like jazz, rock, hip hop, and electronic music. A bass drum, snare drum, tom-toms, hi-hat, and several cymbals are usually included, and drummers are constantly pushing the envelope by experimenting with novel sounds and methods. The way the drum set has changed over time is so evident of human ingenuity and the drive to create more expressive and dynamic music. The drum set is still a vital component of the musical environment despite its modest origins. We appreciate you coming along on this historical tour with us. Hey there, thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to watch this video about the history of drums. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.